Okay, welcome back. I'm Cappadocia. Welcome back to Sky Factory 5. We're carrying on with the thing. I have discovered that my current setup for mobs doesn't work for squid, which is not a big help. And I forgot something. Okay, so need my bucket. We're going to make a start on immersive. I think that's going to be the plan. So what we need to begin with is some of this. Okay, then all we need is that. And some log planks all around it. And we get these nice treated logs, treated planks, which like I said before, one of my personal favourite building materials. There we go. What we really need is a tank we can just pull stuff from, but this will do for now. So, we'll throw some of that in there, right. Now, the first thing we need out of this is we're going to need the engineer's table. See the table? Where's the place? Oh, there it is. There it is. The engineer's workbench. So we need one of these. Some of that. Get some of that. And we do have some colourless ones, so that's fine. Okay, can we change you? No, we can't. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to need to grow one of these, I think. If we can fit this now, because obviously we've built up quite a bit around here, we might have to move this. These do tend to spread a fair bit. What's the easiest way to make an oak sapling? Oh, no, there we go. It worked. All right, okay. There we go. Let's harvest all this down where we can. Okay. Now, will you give me a proper table? Yes, you will. Cool. So we need the engineer's workbench, so we need the engineer's crafting table, which we now have. That's nice and easy. Oop, wrong one. So we just need one of these. We need 2 more sticks. Now we just need a piece of iron. One piece of iron. Bucket's still there. Right, there we go. And now we have the engineer's workbench. I need to set up a way of automating making these, I think. Which we can do at some point soon. There's no major rush. I think a spout will do the job. Okay. There we go. One engineer's workbench. Now we need... The problem with that is now we need... It's useless on its own. So we need blueprints. Which are these? That's the electrodes, banners, we don't need that. Crafting components. Yep. So we need copper, aluminium and iron. Okay, can we make aluminium? Silver, nickel, gold, quartz. No. Okay. So where are we getting aluminium from? Yeah. Oh, it's bauxite, isn't it? Of course it is, you moron. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we don't have any, so just gotta wait for some to come through. Right, speaking of which, how's this coming? Yep, that's getting pretty full. So we're getting to the point soon where we're going to need to start moving these into a position where we're automating dye production. That was stupid. Okay, we're still grinding that up, that's fine. And we're going to need to start working at some point soon on a storage system. Which is one thing I really don't enjoy making. Mostly because it's just grind, it's busy work. You know, it's just like, well, I know I've got to do it. Doesn't mean I've got to enjoy it, you know? But, there we go. See, I like these planes. I think they look awesome. And the other thing we're going to need... We're going to need a piece of coal. So let's just get down here and swag one. Eventually we'll replace all the torches around it with something a bit better, but for the minute, because this can be spawned on, I don't want it to be. Okay, how's my bauxite coming? So it's copper, aluminium, and then I need blue dye and paper. Copper, aluminium, iron, 3 blue dye, and paper. There we go. So this is the first blueprint. And this will make mechanical components, bits and pieces like that. So if we go for the heavy engineering block, which is what we need lots of steel to make that. We also need these, which is 4 steel plates around this, but it's 2 in here. But the thing is, in order to make the plates, we either need to hammer it down or we need this, which is what we're looking for. So got some of that. Let's grab some of that down. Right, the steel sheet metal here is 4. Okay, so it's all just plates. Oh, there we go. That'll do. I could have put it through the crushy thing, but meh. Right. In you go. In you go. Let's quickly sort my inventory out. We need more storage. Right, yeah, storage is going to have to be something we are going to work on soon, but for the minute, like I said, meh. Okay. Let's grab one of these, plop that there. So, we get 4 bits of sheet metal there. Next up, we need these. We're going to need 4 of them, so we're going to need some copper, and we just lost something in there. I think that was a zombie that just spawned in. Yep. Didn't die this time, see? I can learn! Black apple, why not? And we're going to throw that in there. Okay, so. Copper. Let's go get some copper. Copper. Copper's one thing we do have. Speaking of things we have, let's grab Scrap that. Make a little bit more steel. Pretty soon we'll be able to make it anyway, but that's neither here nor there. So we throw that in, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, and now we just need a piece of electrum, which is gold and silver. Now gold we made some last time. Silver. In you go. Chunk, 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 chunk. Okay. Now to make this we also need a piston that we can do. Over here. We need 2 conveyor belts. For that we need more bloody leather. Cyclic ones. Okay, right, yep, we need either leather or ersatz leather, and ersatz leather is this stuff around a honeycomb, which we can't do yet. Or that with plant oil with seed oil, which we could do, because seed oil is just smashing up seeds with one of these and pumping it out. So that we could do. What was I looking for here? Immersive. Go weld. Okay, I will just 50% each of these. Right. We also really need to start storing our creosote oil. So we will need to make some more tanks, but I'll do that later. You've seen me make enough tanks. I don't think you want to see me do any more. But basically we just need a big tank out the back here. Making creosote oil, pumping it out. Okay. So now we need the heavy. One of these. Right, we get 4 of them. And we're going to need the redstone. Where is it? Am I going mad, blind and stupid here? There is. Redstone engineering block, so we need iron sheet metal for this one. Okay. Let's go get some iron. Do we have any iron? No, we don't. Okay. 26 should do the trick. Again, we're not particularly worried about speed here. Iron sheet metal, I saw that in a gold. There we go. What else do we need? Got those, we need a piston, we need steel scaffolding. There's the normal. That's not basic steel scaffolding, is it? That's not that one. It's that one, I think, isn't it? There we go, it's that one. So steel rods. Okay. We have no more steel because I plated it all because I'm an idiot. There we go. Got that. Okay, so we'll mark this down where we're going to put it. We are going to need power for this, which is a small problem. But we can sort that. We don't have enough room here yet. Let's just take a load of this. And transform it. Why not? Down. Thank you. What I'm going to do, literally just going to put all of this in here. Grab some of that. Grab some of that. There we go. Grab some of that. Like I said, this is one of my go-to mods. I do like this mod. It has a lot of useful power sources. Yeah, wind turbines, water wheels, stuff like that, which they don't generate a lot, but they do enough, and that's for something that, again, is renewable and just keeps pumping energy no matter what. It's just what you need. Okay. So now we're going to pop this. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. That sounds like another zombie to me. Okay, we got was a bit of XP. Okay. So I'm hoping that it got pulled into the thing. It did. There we go. Oh, we need one more of these. And we're away. Throw that in there. Okay, so we need redstone, iron, wood, and cobble. Don't have a lot of cobble at the minute. Not on me anyway, so let's go get some more. Thank you. I won't move that. We'll go upstairs and do it here. Forgot the wood. Duh. Redstone. Idiot. Up we go. Okay. Iron. Wood. We get a piston. We plonk that on there. Okay, right, we'll put the redstone block up on top. There we go. Thank you. No. Where's my hammer? Where's my crescent hammer? There we go. So now all we need is one more of these. And that should make both conveyor belts, and that should be all we need. And then a couple of hoppers and a couple of chests. Then we'll just need the actual plate. I mean, we've got a smasher plate downstairs, so that's fine, so we can make things like that. But this, we can also make other things, so press. Is it a press? Yeah, so I mean, yeah, we'll get 8 when we get that third bit. Where is it? Alright, so this one, there we go. So we can make gears. So we will need this blueprint, which is just an iron plate. We can do that. More blue dye. Paper. And an iron plate. No, we don't want projectiles, do we? That's the one we want. Okay, with this in here, we can make so gears, plates, wires, which is very useful, rods, maybe. So now we just need the wire cutters. There they are, wire cutters. So an iron and 2 sticks. Yeah, we can do that. Let's quickly go make that. And iron. Stick, stick. Iron. There they are, 10 snips. Okay, then we can make plates, we can make gears, we can make bullet casings, packaging molds, rods, wires. Everything that we need, we can make here. We just need there we go, 4 of these to make an uncommon grab bag hat. See? There's a madness to my method here. Have we had another zombie spawn? Yes. Up. 2. So we're looking for our last one here. What else do we need to make the conveyor belt? Redstone and iron. Yeah, we can do that. Speaking of which, let us probably make a bit more iron. That might be sensible. Is there something burning right here? No, it's just a campfire. Okay. So white is backed up. That's fine. Yeah, we can start using this in printers just to produce like blocks of stuff. That was another zombie. Did anything drop through? Yep. And there we go. The hell? What did I press there? Right, let's go get some iron. Okay. Conveyor belt, conveyor belt, conveyor belt. Dump. Right, and then if we push it this way. That is right. It's going to be around the other side, isn't it? Right. What have I done wrong here? Oh, I'll put the heavy and the bloody redstone the wrong way around. There we go. Now then, bling, there we go. Now it needs power coming into the top, so we're going to need to get some something to power it to begin with. And what I'm thinking at the moment is wind. So for that we're going to need a windmill. Okay, now windmill is just these. Oh, come on. Stupid phone. Keep telling it volume off and it never does it. Right, so we just need treated planks for that. Okay, so what we need is we need a load of these to turn into this. And then once we've got this, we need the windmill sails. We don't need windmill sails per se, but the one thing we do need, which is really annoying, is one of these dynamite. So we need an iron one of them, but we need this, which is wires and a stick. And so for that we need copper. So we'll make that, and then we'll decide how we're going to power it. I'm umming and ahhing between two things at the moment. Okay, let's go get my wire cutters. Okay, let's try that. See how many we get out of that. 8, that should be sufficient to make this. Okay, so now we just need that, which is copper and 2 iron plates. And piece of copper. There we go. I think what I'm also going to make is one of these. You stay there for a sec. Wooden storage crate. That's essentially going to be for them. Okay, now then. We need the crafting components one. That go in there. You come out. You go in, you go in. Make one of them. Okay. Now this is now doable. There we go. But now we have a dynamite. So, now the one I normally go for, oddly enough, is a water wheel. Now we just need one piece of steel and these. So we need 4 sticks. 1, 2, 3. We don't quite have enough, so let's go make some more. Where is me balloon? Where's me bucket? There, bucket. Okay. Bucket. And bucket. And bucket. Bucket. Keep bucketing. Yep. That should be plenty. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Next, we're gonna need some of this. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Put these around sticks. Make some of these. And next thing we're gonna need is some of these. Okay, so we need terracotta for that. Get rid of you. We don't really need you right now. And we're not going to need you for ages. Okay, so we just need some terracotta. So for that we need sand. Let's go get some. Tell you what, let's make a stack of it and then we'll just cook it all. That makes more sense to me. We need a way to automate this as well. I know we could do it with hoppers. But right now, moment we're not really that bothered. So how much we got? 35. Yeah, we'll just keep going, why not? There we go. Down we go. And lots of terracotta coming through. Now I'm going to quickly brick these up. There we go. There is a madness to my method. There is a reason why I'm doing this, and I am also going to need a bucket. I think we'll... Yeah, we've already got one. Alright. Okay, let's go get some water. Okay, and we'll make a start with where we're going to put this damn thing. So I'm thinking right here. So this is essentially going to be the end of the factory. Where is my building wand? Okay. Let's wash this over the edge. One, two. That should be sufficient. There we go. Get off. Okay. If we build... Stop it. I hate that. Okay, now then. If we pop this where the middle's going to be, should now be able to connect a water wheel to it. Bloop. Perfect. There we go. And one more. There we go. That gives me a way out as well. I'm going to need a few more bricks to sort this, but it'll do for now. And then all we need to do... Lift that up a minute. Let's just put something else in the way just for the moment. We'll use the smooth stone. It doesn't matter. We can remove this again in a minute. Just want to get this done more than anything else right now. There we go. Get out of it. There we go. So we now have very little bit of power coming through. You won't see it yet, but it's there. Now, terracotta. Let's go get the terracotta now. Like I said, this won't generate a lot, but for the minute, it'll be alright. That's copper that we need. Okay, we've got the copper. We'll get better power than this later, but for the minute, this is the best we got. Ow. Okay. Now, the thing with this is that a lot of the times, this... Yeah, okay, calm. Okay, that's fine. So what we're going to do, we're going to build up to here, pop a torch down, and build a long one. Now we need one of these, which is a bit easier to make. Right. There we go. See, it is gaining. Not a lot. This, realistically, is not going to do much of a job. But, in a moment, we can expand it. So, this is the thing. We can put more water wheels on here, build this up, let it slow down quicker. Because this is just very slowly being pushed around. So, we need more speed on it. But, that's fine. At the moment, it is getting enough. Okay, then if we take the molds and these... Take that out just for a minute, pop that in, pop them in, pop that in, pop that in there for a minute. So now when we need gears, or rods or whatever, so let's just say we want to make another thing, we need tin gears. Which we're going to need, because we're going to be doing all that, so just for the minute, take some tin. What we're going to actually do as well is we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab 4 of them. Pop that there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. We need to get more storage up here, don't we? Right, anyway, so what we're going to do is we are going to connect this to that. We are going to add that on there. Move you, pop you there. And pop you there. So now, if we need at any point... Why is that not deploying? Okay. So it's not going to pump out. Right, that's fine. There is another way of doing that, so I'm not particularly worried, but... Yeah. That'll do that. And we'll collect it at the other end. Now, there is... extracted conveyor belt. Yeah, we could probably do that. The strip curtain's going to be a pain, but we could probably do it. But I don't think that's going to be the main thing for today. I think we're going to leave that there. So we're making a start on immersive. Like I said, this is one of my mods of choice. I like the mod itself. Like I said, we're not gaining a lot of power, but we will. We'll upgrade this in a bit. Later on, we'll have all this upgraded to medium voltage, or even high voltage if we need it. These machines realistically work better on high voltage, but this won't really produce enough to sustain high voltage. We need like the diesel gens for that. But that'll all be coming. That'll all be coming. Oh. Throw that in there. Leather tunic. Leather boots. And a zombie leg. I'm slowly zombifying. Magnet 2. Ooh, nice. But anyway, we're going to leave that there. So, yeah, we're doing okay. Like I said, we're making a start here. We can sort all this later, but eventually we want like a big factory just pumping stuff all over the place, but we'll sort that. But this is going to be the bare bones of it. Obviously, this is not going to look like this when we're finished, but this is just where we're starting. So, yeah. There's 2 buckets in there. Why is it not showing? There we go. We'll put 1 more gear through while I'm doing my exit. Why not? But yeah. So we're going to leave that there for now. So again, thanks for your time. For the minute, I've been Cappadocia. Boom. Signing off.